Hey guys, Crystal back for another episode of Dragon Age Origins. Today we are going to be doing Ostagar, and we will try to get it through really quickly. Well, we say that, but I love this part of the game so much. So where we left off from last episode, we accidentally insulted the king. So now we are going to become a Grey Warden. So how are you guys doing today? Good?
Hey,
good.
You must be the Grey Warden recruit.
Alright, so
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries.
let's get on with it.
Need a hand getting anywhere? Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages. Used to be a
Ooh.
fortress a long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The tower of
Excuse me,
Ishal
sorry.
was there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't
I mean, we
swing a
could
dead
try.
cat without hitting somebody important.
I mean,
This
yeah,
is
swinging
for
a dead cat's always
isn't
good.
it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies.
I've never understood that saying.
Some of
You
those
can't
dogs bite
make a
the
space
darkspawn and
without
get too
swinging
much
a
of that
dead
blood in them.
cat.
It's like poison. Slow,
Or
painful
is it swinging
death.
just a cat?
Terrible.
That saying, it doesn't make sense to me.
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers.
Ooh,
when they're too
yeah, I forgot about the
cold
Tranquil.
to even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it. Probably
Where's the
in his
king?
tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguards. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
Is there any good supplies?
He's just a bit to the northwest. Go on then.
That's not something else. Where's
Not
Duncan's tent?
far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
I'll be on
Good
my
luck to
way.
you then.
Later, Tater. And let's go bug Templars.
But the mages must not be interrupted.
They're casting the blizzard spell, that animation. It doesn't look too safe. But then again, nothing looks safe. Hey, it's the King's Guard.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
Tell me about the King, you must see
Suppose
him a
I do,
lot.
though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Tairn Logain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
We'll see in the
That's how
coming
Tairn
battle.
feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Tairn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
I didn't know he was
Tairn's
married.
daughter, no less. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it. As you wish.
Doggos. So let's just go up here quickly.
Look carefully, men. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart.
Genlock.
But don't listen to those old white.
Order!
They can be killed.
Midget dwarfs.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
Disgusting dwarfs in this case, because mutated.
We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Memory serves. There's the sack up here. I wonder, should I get the longbow? Should I equip a longbow or not?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions.
Nah, I'll just. Nah, I'll keep my
Blessed are the peacekeepers.
bow as is, because I think the short bow suits her more. Although, when we get legend, come awakening, the sorrows of Aralathan, yeah, we're having that. I just like that bow, like lore wise and everything.
Different kinds. We're getting
Maybe try the elven armor as well.
You approach the tent of Tairn Logain. State your business.
Tell me about the
How
Terran.
can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Terran. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Foreshadowing.
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
I would like an audience with him, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
He's got a cool looking shield, though.
Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
I am not a Grey Warden
You
yet.
impressed His Majesty, nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
As you can hear in his voice, he has evil in it.
Maric respected the Grey Wardens. They have an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Maric would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet?
My father was the Terran of
King
Hyther.
told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You don't seem
He is
very fond of him.
Maric's son and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
Because he's the boy king, essentially the boy king, you don't like him. Now, I'm gonna get the sword.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tern Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Ash Warriors.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Elf.
Hello. I'm sorry. Is there something you needed? I
What do you
deliver
mean?
messages around the camp. You have a message for me?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it.
Yes, you're supposed to
Oh,
give the
that's
sword
such
to
a
me.
relief. You really saved me from the switch for sure. I'd best get back to my duties again before I get in more trouble.
The only reason why I did that is because of... Where is it? Somewhere on the field there is a bewildered knight fighting with his dinner fork. Pity him. That's the only reason why I did that, because I just love that. He's just this poor elf's like, oh, this seems fair. And boom! Let's go speak to the Ash Warrior.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instruction from the Tern, I hope.
No, I haven't.
You're not from the Tern. What do you want? We're busy.
You don't look
We
like
aren't.
soldiers in the army.
We're Ash Warriors.
What is an
Our
Ash
training
Warrior?
has been passed down since Lathias the dwarf son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
So what does an Ash Warrior
Harness the
do?
rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarf
Berserkers,
discipline,
basically.
but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
I have a Mambari hound of my own.
Fortunate. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
Why you
They use
painted
scent
them?
to distinguish us from our enemies. The blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Cadiz, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Is that the Coning's Vitar?
Would you steal our Cadiz and give it to the Darkspawn hordes? Good.
Absolutely not.
I hear death is unpleasant.
What are you
Scout
prepping
the
for?
wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight. Darkspawn's blood
What
is
do you mean?
poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't
They
be smart
fight
to
at
leave
our
the dogs
side.
behind?
We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
I should be going.
There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Good, we didn't go to the Kakari Wilds yet. So, can we talk to the Killer Master?
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for
No.
battle.
We can't. Bugger.
Good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you...
Win!
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed.
Camp Grandma.
You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king. Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
We be fine
Not
to have the king?
precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat
What about the battle
Darkspawn,
mages?
we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You faced Darkspawn
Stragglers,
before?
yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
I know the fate is good when you
Anytime
dream.
your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What is the
Some
Black
say
City?
the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin.
Damn it,
That
Vince.
sin
Stop
transformed
ruining everything for the rest of us.
turning them into twisted reflections of their own.
Except for you, Dorian. You're
And the
awesome.
Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
The Chantry says many
It may be
things.
allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least he's something to
Yes,
ponder.
occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. I
Sorry,
am certain
just adjusting
Duncan has more
everything.
for you to do than talk to me.
Don't know if that will come through in the editing. Alright, so we have
Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your faith.
there's a tranquil guy, and there is
So, any
Dareth.
last wishes I can help fulfill
Is
before
it
you
Dareth?
head into battle?
Daveth. Daveth. His name sounds Welsh.
Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Oi,
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
what do you think I'd
A
be?
woman. Yet, here you are. The name's Dareth.
Sexist.
It's about bloody time you came along.
But yeah, wait, I'm a
I was
man
beginning
playing
to
as a
think they
woman.
cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Eh. There's that little paranoid.
That depends on what kind of life you've led. Me, I'm perfectly willing to accept that this joining is some kind of punishment. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Maybe they will.
Too
We'll see.
secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'll watch your back if you watch
your
mine.
back.
Just going
I'll
to
try to
get too
keep my wits
distracted.
about me. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Donkon. Steal from him. Get the ice arrows.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
What kind of supplies do you have?
For the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let's see your
so
other
long as you
goods.
keep it quiet.
Because you can buy something off him. Yeah, those. What was it? I know there's some item. Was it an item you got from him, or was it the other guy? Oh no, it was later on. And up here we should have the bloke in the infirmary that's talking gibberish. There we are.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
We have them on the right here.
We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
Is it possible he has important information?
Here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
Yeah, he needs to calm the fuck down.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes.
Sajori!
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I am Eon.
Is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Aemon. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens. None of those I've seen thus far.
How dare you! I can handle myself.
Obviously impressed Duncan, and that's enough for me. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I wouldn't be here if I had a choice. Nah, yes, I'm looking forward to it.
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you
Well, I
what
mean, to
this
be fair,
joining
yeah.
ritual entails?
Davis said we might be going to the wilds.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Well, that's the thing. Secrets like that, they have to be alerted. Alright, so I'm gonna go for another 2 minutes. Nah, I'll wait until we've done this and I'll make a note of cutting. Now, we'll talk to the prisoner.
Huh.
What's up, bitch?
Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
That's horrible. Why haven't they fed
Nobody
you?
thought of it with all the battles and such.
Why would I want to
Because
help
you might
you?
want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a
Ooh,
chest they keep
magics.
things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
I'll
Just
see what
ask
I can
my
do.
guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Guard.
Lucky dog.
You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
It seems a waste for you to
I
guard
can't
him
just
all
let him
day.
go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him, actually.
It was an enlightening conversation. Did he now?
He asked food and
Since
water.
nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if
Water.
I give him mine.
So you'll miss one meal. Don't be a greedy
Poor fella
prick.
could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs.
Gluttonous prick.
Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm going to say it was you. Just so you know.
Because we're nice people.
Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Give the
Much
food.
obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Alright, so if memory serves, we can't get the chest during the day because of Mr. Tranquil over here.
Welcome, young woman.
Who are
I
you?
am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and
That see, that's
I
creepy.
spend my time enchanting.
So
It is a
monotone.
time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
You speak very strangely, my friend.
Put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
That we can't drink magic is sinful.
In and of itself. They claim it leads to sin. And there is a basis for that argument. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
Sounds like a horrid
It might
practice.
seem such to you, but I feel no horror. I am content to serve in my role.
How was someone made
Forehead
tranquil?
is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
I feel badly for you.
I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you
I'm
need
sorry about that.
assistance?
Just... What is
It is
enchantment
the
exactly?
practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so.
But does actually make sense, but at the same time it's just wrong.
Runes exist that hold the power
The right of annulment
elements
is
that
just
increase strength or swiftness.
bad idea.
Almost any
Yeah,
spirit
if you
can be
know what I'm playing for Dragon Age 2,
given
you'd call me a
enough
hypocrite.
skill and lyrium. Naturally, the
Tim, if you are watching this, you already know.
the more expensive the rune will become to create.
Don't hate me.
True power comes with a price, as
do
we
it for the
know
achievement.
only too well. Goodbye.
Can I?
That course of action.
Yep. Can't do shit until afterwards. Now, if memory serves, there is a chest. Yes, loot the chest. If we kill it, we can get its stuff. Can I speak to these
I'm
servants?
sorry, but there's so much to do before the
I
battle.
have urgent duties.
I must
sorry.
attend to my duties, or I'll get the switch.
I wish people weren't as abusive to elves. And the best character of all of Origins, aside from Ogren.
Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
That's why I like him.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what you mean.
Like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage.
We haven't met yet, but you must be Alistair.
Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you.
Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
Probably because we're too smart for you.
True, but if you're here, what does that make you?
Just one of the boys?
Sad, isn't it? So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
No, I
when
haven't.
I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
The Argonaut, what was that about?
The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
You were a mage hunter.
That's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
I look forward to traveling with you.
Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Alright, so we loot the chest, which gets you nothing. Except for some bits and pieces. So let's go find Duncan. And then we'll come back for that chest after the joining ritual. Because that tranquil over there is definitely up to something. Oh right, so you can hear the kennels. Duncan!
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
What do we need the Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
And what is the second task?
Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them.
Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Find the archive and we'll go from there.
Treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright, so making a note of when to cut. Alright, so about 30:22. And we will carry on with the game. Right, so we're going to move forward a wee bit so I can get the dialogue with these guys.
I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
So you're a cut purse.
Thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
So how did the Grey Wardens find you?
Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there. Duncan...
So what happened then?
Invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
What do you think of Duncan?
Old bugger. He's faster than he looks too.
What do you think we should do now?
Speech I did. Blood and old treaties. Off we go into the wilds. Hey, I'm following you, aren't
Let's
I?
go. Sajori.
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Hyaver, a city off the northern coast. Have you travelled there?
I thought I was lord of that town.
I'm honoured. I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Maric's funeral. It was in Hyaver that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years,
He almost looks like the human version of Shrek. If he had more hair.
Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Hyaver.
It's just the nose and the ears.
To persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
You know. So you abandoned her.
I will return to her once my duty is done and the Blight defeated.
How did the Grey Wardens
Last
find
month,
you?
Duncan visited Hyaver, and the band held a tournament in his honour. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
What do you think of Duncan?
Impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty.
Because he's a badass.
Documents and the Darkspawn blood. It should be interesting. Indeed.
Let's go get some blood. Elf root. And let us go. Thank you, Mr. Soldier.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.